Vault of Glass is finally making its triumphant return in Destiny 2, and if you want that nostalgia hit or are just plain crazy, then tackling the Day 1 contest mode is for you. This quick video will give you what I think will be must-have builds for all classes, with ideal mods, exotics and weapon loadouts to help you make your own fate. It won't be convoluted. I'm keeping it simple so that anybody from first time raiders to all pro POG champions can jump in on day 1 to tackle this famous Destiny raid. If you want an extensive and insightful guide at what to expect from the Vault of Glass, my mate Jav has a quality video over on his channel. Go and check it out, the links are everywhere you expect them to be. This guide though is going to be split up into a bite-sized handy segments, so please use the timestamps below to whiz around. Starting with the mods though, and to be honest, this is going to be the base mod setup I'd suggest for anybody no matter what class you are or level of play. We're going to start really simple with a base build I'd recommend for anyone stepping into their first Day 1 raid experience, and then add in some options for you to pick and choose between if you wish. Day 1 raids with contest mode are all about survivability, as all enemies will be 25 levels above you at all times as long as you are at the 1300 base power level. Sniper rifle resist and concussive dampener will be a bare minimum, offering a 25% damage reduction from snipers and area effect damage. Hands down though, the perfect set of mods in the combat mod slot will be Taking Charge, Supercharged and Protective Light. Getting a 4x stack of Charge with Light will maximise the effects of the resistance offered by Protective Light when you hit the red bar of your health. It'll come in handy more than you'll ever know, allowing you to seek cover when in a tricky spot. The new Well of Tenacity paired with the Reaping Well Maker will also allow you to create Void Elemental Wells after using your class ability. You'll be using your class ability a lot, whether it's to dodge, put up a barricade or use a rift, so creating a well that'll not only return ability energy but will also offer damage resistance when collected will definitely be worth it. That's a base mod setup sorted, and it'll definitely see you right through all of the encounters in the Vault of Glass, allowing for maximum survivability whilst completing the mechanics of each encounter. Now if you want, you can change the 2 well mods to fit your playstyle, whether that's further Charge with Light mods like the Argent Ordnance or Lucent Blade to boost your damage output, or Warmind cells for increased ad control. The new Warmind's Decree will be ever popular for creating cells on Void Splash damage final blows, and having it equipped will allow any Seraph or Ikelos weapon to create them as standard too, such as the Ikelos SMG or 7th Seraph shotgun. Lastly, and I think will be a must have, especially if you're confident in your abilities to stay alive, is the Breach and Clear mod. Hitting a boss, a champion or breaking a shield with a grenade launcher will apply a huge debuff to them for 10 seconds. It'll be key for damage phases, but it will also likely mean you have to sacrifice another mod to equip it due to its high cost. Subclass wise, you've got your old faithfuls with the Well of Radiance Warlocks, Ward of Dawn Bubble Titans and the ever sneaky but always welcome Night Stalker Tether Hunters. Alternatively, any Stasis subclass could be a huge shout to be honest, especially with their mass ad shutdown capabilities plus free damage buffs from the Whisper of Hedrons. It's definitely one I'm going to consider using. Moving on to exotics, focusing on must-have armour pieces for each class. Phoenix Protocol or even the new Boots of the Assembler are going to be an absolute must for any good Warlock, and some bad ones too. Phoenix is just going to allow for maximum uptime of your Well of Radiance super, with the Assembler boots being great for constantly healing your allies throughout. Helm of Saint 14 for Bubble Titans will be great for boosting damage, especially during DPS phases, but can also be clutch when overwhelmed to keep you and your allies alive. Heart of Inmost Light is a top all-rounder for keeping your abilities on tap at all times too. Hunters will want to choose either Orpheus Rigs, especially when using Top Tree Tether for ad clear, or the Omni Oculus to help with keeping the team alive through the constant invisibility and damage resistance it will provide. Finally, we're moving on to must-have weapons to bring into the Vault of Glass. Looking at exotics in terms of DPS, I can't suggest anything other than Deathbringer. With its exotic catalyst, it's currently one of the best DPS weapons in the game, especially when paired with top buffs and debuffs a team will usually use during a damage phase. Alternatively, Sleeper Simulant was always good in the original Vault of Glass, and so I can see it having a spot here too, especially Aetherion where you can't shoot rockets through the relic during the damage phases. Xenophage has been great for a while now and is not to be sniffed at either. Lastly, Anarchy. I don't really need to say anything further. Alternatively, any rocket with lasting impression will boost your DPS, especially when using the Argent Ordnance mod. You generally want to stick with your favourite legendary weapons for the kinetic and energy slot, as long as you have all the ranges covered to deal with either rushing enemies or the hobgoblin snipers. Chroma Rush could be an excellent choice throughout, to be honest, as well as any blinding grenade launchers to stop ads in their tracks. You do generally want to stay away from exotic primaries, but I'm going to give a special mention to Lumina, especially if you're using the Boots of the Assembler as a warlock, and even Outbreak Perfected, as it's just a total workhorse and can do decent damage output too. For a bonus section, I'm going to round this one out by taking a sneak peek at the mods and certain weapon perks you may collect during your first runs. Completing encounters will drop new Vault of Glass raid mods. These will in essence help you deal with certain mechanics in each encounter, with some having crossover for usage in multiple encounters. Keep an eye on what drops and be mindful that you'll only be able to use it on raid armor with the raid mod slot available. Rewind rounds is a brand new perk that can roll on all of the returning Vault of Glass weapons. It could be top tier, as it will return ammo to the magazine when empty, depending on how many hits you've had with that weapon. So there we go. I hope that this guide sets you on your way to making your own fate in the dark corners of time over the opening raid weekend and beyond. I'm sure there'll be plenty of secrets to discover, as well as the ever elusive secret 7th raid chest. Remember to subscribe for more build guides, and let's get to 1000 likes on this one. Also, let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed or anything that you'll be taking in on a day 1 raid. Good luck with the raid, and that's it for this one though, so on that, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.